Hey everyone, there's Thekos, and you might have already seen my little announcement video for the 2022 in-hand game design contest currently hosted in Board Game Geek, and I will try to cover as many games from that contest as I can, mostly because I just love in-hand games, and also because I like supporting those small designers coming up with those really good ideas. And you didn't have to wait long since my announcement yesterday, because we will already start with the first game. Today I got a small game for you, which is called Three Triangles, and well, the name makes sense because all you have is three triangles that you work with. The game definitely is a little bit different than most in-hand card games because these are not cards exactly. I will always link to the work in progress threads of the games in the description of the video. So if you go to the description of this video here, you will see the link to the game page here, and it'd be great if you could check it out yourself. So how does this game work? Well, for this game, you see that we have different symbols here on the edges of or in the corners of the triangles. And first, before we start, we want to have a goal. And so the goal is a specific combinations of numbers and shapes I want to reach at the end. And just because I like those a lot, I will just take the 1, 2, and 3 here, have the filled in spades, either in this order, or I can turn them around and put them in this order here, that 1, 2, 3, the 3 is in the back and the 1 in the front. The most important thing is that the 2 is in the middle. That's the goal. And so then I will use the starting setup. You see here that this is the spade here that I need. So I will point them all in an upwards direction like this, and then give them a little shuffle. All right, and now we already set up our game. And what we do now is we can arrange the cards like this, that we always see all 6 symbols on the edge here. And then I can do the action on the top card here. At least usually I can. If I can't, I will tell you in a minute. And if I don't like these actions, then I can choose one of these or choose one of these. That is pretty much how the game works, and at the end I need to rotate the cards that I have the 1, 2, 3, that I reach the goal that I just determined. So now we see we have different things. First of all, we have this rotation symbol that just means rotate the triangle. Then we also have this one here. This one just means that we flip the card, and we always flip it that these 2 corners are still in the same position, just switched around, right? If I want to take this one, then I have to flip it like this. If I want to flip it here, then I will have to flip it like this. You see what I mean? So the edge always needs to stay the same edge where the symbol is. Then we also have this one here. So if I had it like this, for example, and I wanted to take the arrows, then I would just put the card in the back. And that is pretty much all we do. And now there are 2 other rules you need to know. First of all, if anywhere in the row there is an X, then I cannot do that front action. And the other rule is, can I find it here? Yeah, I can find it here, for example. If the symbols are all the same, or if several symbols are the same here, then they are linked. And then I have to do that action with all the cards. So for example, let's say we had it like this, and I wanted to rotate, then I would have to rotate these 2 cards. Just as if they were just 1 card. And if it's with all 3, then I have to rotate all 3. With the arrows, it's a little bit different. There are some with a dot and some without a dot. I can only link those that have the same type of arrow, so either with a dot or without. And that's pretty much how it works. You will get to know the game and the rules in detail as I play it. All right, so let's see. Our starting setup still is intact. All right, so now we will start. So here you see this row is blocked, so I can't put that to the back. Also, the rotation doesn't really matter because I could just rotate all 3, and that doesn't really do a whole lot. I could put that to the back. The most important thing would be to rotate the cards now, and to flip them, I mean. And I could start with these 2, for example. I could start flipping these 2, or just the top one here. Well, let's start flipping. So I will just flip these 2 and flip them like this. Okay, So you see, now we already have the 1 and the 2 here. Now we just need to flip the back card here. And we can only do the action with the card in front. So we need to get that in the front. So we could get that to the back. No, we can't, because there's an X, right? Can we get it to the back there? No, there's an X. We can't get that to the back at all. So we might have to flip it again and then see if we can maybe find an arrow there, right? Also, we could maybe rotate the card. That's something we could also do. You know what? I will take the rotate action here. Rotate that card. And then you see I can bring it to the back. That's what I will do. Bring it to the back. Okay. And then I want this one in the back here. Right? I can do that. There's no X. There's no link. So I can just bring that to the back. Okay. And now we need to flip over that card here. I could flip it here. That would be possible. So I will just do that. I will flip it here. And now you see we have the 2, the 1 and the 3. We have them all in the front. We just need to rotate these 3 and also put the 3 in the back. All right, so we could rotate this one. And then we could maybe put it in the back immediately. So I will rotate this one. And then you see I can bring it to the back. That's what I will do. And now we still need to rotate this one, which we can do. See, there's a rotate action. It's not linked, so we can rotate it. And that's it. I already reached the goal. I hope I didn't make a mistake. This was a really, really quick game. It's incredible how, as a content creator, it's really interesting how these videos go. So there are games that I always win, or almost always win, because I'm quite good at them, and then I record them and lose really bad on camera. Or maybe there are games that I lose quite often, and then on camera I have the best game ever. As an example, check out my Food Chain Island video on this channel. That was still in the very beginning of the channel, so the quality is a little bit worse than my current videos. But Food Chain Island is a really tough game, and you can win either perfectly or you can like barely win. Things like that. Depends on whether you have 1, 2, or 3 stacks left at the end. And I actually won the game perfectly with 1 stack left. I think that was the first time I ever did that, and I did it on camera. Here, same thing. I did win the game several times now. I don't think there is a way to lose, really, because you just need longer if you can't figure out the puzzle, right? But this time I was so lucky that it was really quick. So usually such a game can take like 5 or 10 minutes. Like I just showed you here. I think it was not even 5 minutes. But there also are games that take you like 10 or 15 or even, I think I even had a few games that took me like 15 to 20 minutes. Just depends how it goes. This time it went really well. I hope I didn't make a mistake, but if I did, I would just note it down in the subtitles as usual. And that is pretty much it. So this was 3 triangles. You can see the logo up here. It's noted at 10 minutes, the game, and actually that usually works, like as a rough estimate. As I said, sometimes I needed 15 to 20 minutes. Today I needed 5, maybe even a little bit less. But that's a pretty cool game. What I like about this is that it has a very small footprint. I mean, that's all you have, right? It's just these 3 triangles. So you can just put them in your pocket or whatever and just pull them out wherever you are. That's a pretty cool idea. I like that a lot. That's a pretty cool idea. It's a good design here because you have a lot of different combinations you can go for. I could have also said I want to have all 2s like this. That's the combination I want, right? And then I will shuffle and rotate all the cards and then try to get there. So there are a lot of challenges you can just set yourself, and that is a pretty cool thing. So yeah, and also that you have the choice of the different edges here. Sometimes it doesn't work, it's blocked. Sometimes even 2 are blocked, like here you see. So right now this would be a blockage. Also here would be blocked, and also there. So there would be 3 blockades, so to speak. And then you would have to think, okay, now I can't flip the card, but I would need to flip it. Well, maybe I will rotate it first. I put it to the back. Put it in the back first, and then see if I have different combinations later on. You didn't see any linkage this time, unfortunately. I would have liked to show you how the linking works, but I mean, it just didn't happen this game. So yeah. For example, here, oh, well, I think there was one linking. So for example here, right, I could do that action, which would be flipping, and I would do it with both cards. So I would just take this card and flip it here. But I think that's exactly what it did before. Or here I would rotate it, would take, these are linked here, these two. I would take these two cards and just rotate them. So yeah, that's a pretty cool concept too, I gotta say. All right, so if you're still watching, thank you very much for doing so. That was the first game of the 2022 in-hand game design contest, currently hosted in Board Game Geek. That's a pretty cool contest, and I'm really looking forward to all the other games that come of this contest. All right, then thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone, and cheers.